Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return is going to be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Browns first down.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 16 carries, 78 yards. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They put a lot of effort into game planning and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Throwing is Rattler. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Rattler wants to throw it. This one is complete to Judkins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Rattler. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
To the air is Rattler. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And the Titans first down.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Throwing is Ward. Setting up the screen, Harris. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Throwing now, Ward. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 15. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Once again, Jenkins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
A gain of 3 yards. That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here's Rattler. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll give up the middle. Jenkins. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
We're scoreless after 1. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Rattler. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Harris will start the drive out.
Well, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I told you it was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Harris running straight ahead. Pushes past him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. First down, and they go back to Harris. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Ward. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun here, Ward. Well, it's a Titans touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Play action, now Rattler. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
The Browns, first down. 1st and 10.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Browns at 6-5 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. The kicker here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And 3 at the 24-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Rattler working out of the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jeffrey Simmons. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long. It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ward from the gun on 3rd down. And he is caught. And he will have the Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Titans 1st down.
To throw is Ward. Over the middle, he's going to find Iomanner. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Fights through. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Najee Harris. A 7-yard gain. And the Titans
Here's Ward.
1st down.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts,
15 yards on the play.
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
15 yards. And the Titans 1st down.
To throw, here's Ward. That's complete, right around the 8. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts,
A gain of 4.
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now Ward. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rattler. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage to 43 on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Rattler wants to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3rd down and 1.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
On play action, Rattler. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
They go play action to Ward. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. An inside run with Jenkins. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
And they run the option on second down.
Stop short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And that is incomplete. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. And the Browns first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Now Rattler.
Will be hit and taken down at the 21.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
From the gun, here's Rattler. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here. Anything to seize that momentum back.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 7 and 8 at the 46-yard line.
The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Titans first down. A gain of a yard. First down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Now here's another carry for Harris.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing is Ward.
Bottle that fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
To the air is Rattler. Over the middle, complete to Judy.
Unable to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Rattler.
Man, and he hits him in stride. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1. He's going to try and do this himself. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Now it's the backup Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Jenkins, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson. And he comes back with one complete. The Browns on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Browns first down.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
At the 10-yard line.
Now it's Watson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Sly able to put this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Titans offense and running back Najee Harris set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Carson Schlesinger coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, look out, because here they come.
3rd down and 13. Out of the gun, Ward. Short throw taken in by Conquo. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A strong running. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's a 2nd and 8. On the zone read, this is Jenkins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Ward. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He'll try and do this himself. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
A gain of 13 yards.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
That's another Titans.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
156 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, no, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
And at this stage, in the fourth, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery.
And this is incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Watson.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of down. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Now a 2nd and 6. Ward now working out of the gun. That's into the hands of Iron Manor.
And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They hand this off to Harris. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. A good display of power, but ultimately, it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
Harris going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Tennessee, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.